Boy, Mr. Kingdom Fit himself. Man, dropping this hot video for you guys on this Monday. Remember I told you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm gonna upload some videos, okay? So, like I said before, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, man. Let me know what you think so that I can keep bringing this material. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, maybe you don't like it. Look, I'm a Marine, man. I can deal with it, man. I can deal with the comments. I can deal with the harshness. I can deal with somebody saying, that's not so great, maybe do this. So it's fine, man. Just show your boy some love, man. So, like I said, the topic of this video is the mindset. No, better yet, that's the one from last week. Okay, go check that video out. This was the attitude of fitness. Okay, remember, we're going into 2020 with high expectation. High expectation, that's what the number 20 means. It means expectation when it comes to biblical understanding. It means expectation, okay? So we're going into 2020 with high expectations. And first, you gotta have that mindset for fitness, but now we're gonna talk about that attitude for fitness. As you can see, man, I'm drained, I'm tired, just had a long day getting ready for school. Right now, I'm taking classes for health management, so I graduate next year. Give it up to your boy, man. I'm doing something with myself, right? For health management, also getting to the gym. I got a show coming up in March. I give you guys that documentary, better yet, that journal of how that looks. I'm also working out with my wife. My wife wants to do is she's trying to make things happen so that we can be successful in society. That's what they tell you, man, when you join the military. We try to make human beings that we can put back into society as successful people. But let's talk about having an attitude. Attitude, right? Attitude is speaking it over yourself. Having the right attitude. Knowing that there's going to be ups and downs, knowing that you're going to have success and failures, knowing that there's going to be obstacles and there's not sometimes going to be obstacles. You got to have the right attitude. Don't walk into something with a negative attitude because you're going to reap what you're going to sow. Trust me and believe it. You know the karma, the word for what goes around comes around. When you do something, somebody's going to come around to you. If you speak something into existence, it's gonna happen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. So you gotta have the right attitude. So when you walking into a situation, walk into that situation looking to be a conqueror, looking for high expectations, like I told you. So when you wake up in the morning and you activity, whatever it is you're trying to do, have the right attitude about it. If you gotta take a journal, like my wife, she likes to use a journal, right? So she draws in it, she Googles in it, she puts whatever she wants to put down on there. She puts words of the day, inspiration, Bible scripture. She's trying to promote herself to have a right attitude about life. And that's what I'm trying to tell you what you need to do about fitness. Have the right attitude. Go into it knowing that you're going to have accomplishments. But at the same time, be real with yourself and know sometimes people can't resist temptations. That's real, right? You can't resist temptations. What I mean is sometimes you want to have that donut moment, right? Sometimes you want to have that Coke moment. Sometimes you want to have that Pepsi moment. Sometimes you want to have that pie moment. It's okay. It's all right. But you got to have the right attitude. And I told you last week when I put the video out, I told you, what do? You got to have that mindset to say, hey, I know what I got to do to get rid of that. I know what I have to put in as far as the work ethic to make sure that those things that I am going to take on, I'm going to eat, or I'm going to allow myself to indulge in, I'm going to have to work a little bit harder. That's doing things the right way. So for myself, right? So when I wake up in the morning, I'm already telling myself in my head, look, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to accomplish A, B, C, and D. And then when I get into the gym for those 2 hours or however long I'm there, I'm going to give it my best. Yes, there might be a time where I have to go check on my son, or there might be a time where I got to go do X, Y, and Z that takes away from what I really want to do. But I'm elevating myself and I'm reminding myself that, hey, you still can go back in there and accomplish what you need. Don't get down. Don't be sad. Yeah, you might not see results from week 1. You might not see results from week 2. Sometimes you might not see results until week 4. but the attitude to remain on track, the attitude to remain consistency, to remain consistent, and the attitude to remind yourself every day that the hard work will pay off. Eventually, you're gonna get there, and then you're gonna realize, like, man, this was worth it. And all of a sudden, your attitude changes. Why? Because you see things that your first 10 pounds is always the hardest to lose. But if you have the right attitude about it, you will see 1 pound, 2 pound loss, 3 pound loss, 5 pound loss. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, it is accomplishing. I'm accomplishing something. It's possible. I can get it. I can make it happen. I will get there some way, somehow. And then also you start to plateau and you start to say to yourself like, oh my goodness, I done gained this weight back. But remain positive. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is the body, the science behind being human. It's the science behind being human. What I mean by that, sometimes you might gain water weight. Sometimes you might wake up in the morning and your body just don't want to act right. Look, trust me, in the Marine Corps, in the military, this is what they make you do. They make you weigh yourself in the morning. In the morning. As a matter of fact, every coach, every fitness coach out there, they tell you that. Weigh yourself in the morning. Why? Because they say that at that point in time, you're your thinnest. Meaning throughout the night, you're burning calories. You're sleeping and you're using calories. So in the morning, you're dry. Ain't nothing on your stomach. Ain't no liquid in you. Go weigh yourself. Get on that scale. Well, how much you weigh, right? And then throughout the day, it's going to trickle. Why? Because you're putting food in your body. And you're probably not as active as you need to be to keep losing that weight throughout the day. Because you're not going to really lose that much weight throughout the day. You can't lose a little bit of weight throughout the week, okay? But having the right attitude to stay focused is going to make you more successful in the long run. And that's what I want to dedicate in this video to you guys, is having the attitude of fitness, having an attitude of success. And success starts with yourself. You have to promote yourself as a successor and as a succeeder. Okay, when I was in high school, right, born and raised in Houston, Texas, like I've said before, they hand you a Letterman jacket when you play sports. I played football at the point of time that I was in high school. And they gave me a Letterman jacket. And on the back of my Letterman jacket, this is what I put, born to succeed. And I still can fit my Letterman jacket today, and I still wear it today. On the back of it, it says, born to succeed. So to me, I'm reminding myself of the time that I graduated high school to the age that I am now. I am a person who believes in succeeding and being a successor, so that my kids, my daughter, whoever can look at me and I can be an example, an emulator, someone who they can look at and say, I can do that. Why? Because I watched my father, or I watched this person go through the steps and check the dots and cross their T's to ensure that they are successful at what they're doing. And I watched them have the right attitude about it. And that attitude is transparency. And transparency will get you through a lot of things. I'm trying to tell you, it will get you through a lot of things. Why? Because you're being honest with yourself and you're being real with yourself. And that's what I try to do with my clients. I'm real with them. I tell them, look, you're gonna fluctuate. Your weight is gonna go up and down. But the hardest thing you can do at this moment is not try. That's the hardest thing you can do, is not try. Once you try, you're gonna start feeling a little bit motivated. But once things start to change and you start to see the results you need, you're gonna feel great. But when those things starts to plateau or they start to fall off a little bit, you're gonna feel terrible. But if you have the right attitude, and you look back at that and you say, man, I remind myself that day one I said, I'm gonna be honest with myself. I did make a mistake, or my body is doing this, or there's changes happen, or my coach did tell me this would happen. So you remind yourself and you have that attitude to say, I am gonna get through this, and I'm gonna remind myself that what I signed up for or what I chose to do with fitness is gonna be accomplished in the long run. I just gotta finish the race, man. I gotta finish the race. And I'm gonna leave you with this last point. I hate running, right? And I'm talking about being in the Marine Corps, right? We ran 3 miles for a physical fitness test. We used to do that twice a year until they changed it to a combat fitness test. And I hated running. No matter how much I get on the pavement and I go run on my own time, no matter how much I get into the gym and I build my quads, I build my hamstrings, and I get on the treadmill and I run and I do the elliptical, stairmaster, whatever. No matter how much I did it, I hated running. I hate it because there's so many elements that go together with running. And it's not just your lower extremities. You have to know how to breathe while running. You know how to swing your arms in the right motion while running. And you have to be able to not overexert energy while you're running. So that, to me, that was just too many mechanics at one time. Even though I played football in high school and I ran track in high school, of course, 100-yard sprint, man. I call that running track. But anyway, I hated running, but the more and more I did it, I started being transparent with myself. I started telling myself, stop setting markers where you're gonna slow down. Stop waiting to get to the halfway point to say I'm gonna walk for a little bit, then I'm gonna run. I used to do that. And then I started challenging myself saying, look, if you're gonna overcome this obstacle, this thing that you hate doing, when you get to that halfway mark, keep running. Keep running. And I'll be in my head singing cadence, or I'll be in my head reminding myself like, you're almost there, a mile and a half to go, you're almost there, a half a mile. And then I start getting better, and I start getting better, and I start getting faster. Why? Because I was transparent with myself. Why? Because I had the right attitude. And that attitude was to finish. And that attitude was to be successful. And that's what I always tried to strive for, being a Marine. And that's what I try to strive for right now as a young man and as an owner of Kingdom Fit. Like I said, guys, I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Go check your boy out, man, at KingdomFitNC.com. We got all the gear, anything you're looking for, from hats, hoodies, long sleeves, short sleeves, shorts, ladies apparels in there as well. So I just kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit, man, and leave you guys with one of my key nuggets for 2020. And that is having the right attitude for fitness. It's your boy, Mr. Kingdom Fit himself. And I'm going to see you guys on the next one. When does it drop? Wednesday. And reminding everyone out there, I love you and have a good day and Happy New Year again. I'm out.